Hey yo, this time skip FUUKO kinda got me active. Thank you to our final patrons, Strawbones, Redwool4765, and Midnight Gemlord. Now, before I'm doing this breakdown / live reaction of chapter 136 of Undead Unluck, please don't forget to leave your own thoughts on the chapter in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also make sure you hit that little notification bell so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below. You can support for as low as $1 a month. You get these exclusive videos, early content, and more. Now, let's hop into the live reaction. What's up, guys? All the pencil here, and here we are to do a live reaction to chapter 136 of Undead Unluck, which is known as Never Change. And let's not waste any more time and hop right into it. Editing me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, in honor of Andy, I do in fact have it on me. So be prepared at all times. But with that being the case, let's hop right into the chapter itself. Thing I have to immediately note, I was afraid of the sword hitting the ground. The thing I have to immediately note is this cover. The thing I have to immediately note is that this cover page is indeed fire. Hands down, I love it. I don't know. Tezuka? I think that's how you say the name, Tezuka. Fantastic artist. I see, the thing is, like, Shonen Jump is filled with so many good artists. Like, I think there are like 3 I actively don't like. And that's not even because they're bad or anything. It's just like, they do not fit my conventional art style tastes. That I rarely ever end up, like, complimenting every mangaka as much as I should. But, like, look at the detail on this cover page. Look at the reflection of the light off the windows. Look at the different gradients in the hair. Look at the different folds in the clothes and all the different coloring you have to do here. Look at the shadows being casted by the, like, crazy amounts of effort go into stuff like this. That's why hats off to every single mangaka that does it. Because they're just crazy. Like, this is a week-by-week basis. And really, it's not even a week-by-week basis. You guys gotta think about it. Chapters officially get released on like Sunday, but for series like My Hero, Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen, like, we're getting raws and stuff dropping like 3 days after it officially drops. Like, that's how quickly these mangakas have to have turnarounds, and they do this weekly. Like, demons, monsters, beasts in the best way possible. But enough praising the cover page. Let's hop right into it. I'm sorry I didn't finish the painting. Oh. We all know what time it is. But I'm sorry I didn't finish the painting this time. I'll leave it right here for you, Granny. It's a painting of your favorite place, Lake Baikal. Baikal? I'm sorry, I am slightly, and by slightly I mean very illiterate. Let's see, let me pull this closer. Lake Baikal, yeah. Since all I do is paint and keep to myself, you're always worried about me not being able to make friends. I was honestly fine so long as you were around, but now I guess I can't live in this way. Why do things have to change? You know, I still wonder, like, how much of it is Sun and Luna, and how much of it is... I still think they should have named them Soul. Like, if you're gonna call one Luna, you should have called the other Soul. But, like, I wonder how much of them choose what negators exist, right? Because we know Luna made this 3 sacred treasures, right? They never found the 3rd one. They're gonna do that in this loop. But, like, in terms of just general who becomes a negator, is that just like pure chance? Is there an external force? Is it like Twilight or something that chooses who gets to become a negator or something like that? I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I wonder who it is. Can it just be them? It could just be them. But, like, why would you make... Well, then again, it's all a game to them. They don't ever think the humans are actually going to succeed. So, I guess that's a pretty good reason to keep making them. Let's see. All I'm doing is... Because the reason I say that is because there seems to always be this dramatic irony behind every single one of the negators. Just every single one of them. Andy the Undead, from Unchange to Unluck, all of these guys just seem to have the worst possible ability that they could have at that respective time. And they usually need it or desire something like, why do things have to unchange? Machina. everything unchanged and everything got worse. Sure, she ended up living a pretty fulfilling life, but still at the same time, things got worse. I don't know. It may just be continuing their cruel irony, like this endless game that the two deities are playing, but if so, man, can't wait to see Luna get packed. But regardless, all I'm doing is living, yet everything around me is changing at a dizzying pace. The things you wish would stay the same change the fastest. This is true. This is very true. Anything you want to stay the same will always change, while things that you want to change always are either the longest to change or never change at all. Change always comes without warning, the good and the bad alike, and that rule is the only thing that will never change. Yo, why is Machina barring right now? But thing will never change. What is that thing? Run! It's a monster! What about the children? They're still inside! Forget the children! This place is oh, I like that. I think we've seen Heat before, but I like the design. Like, he's literally a heater. Like, you ever seen those hot coils? That's his face. I like that. I like that a lot. I need to change that. I'll heat it up so the Almighty will be pleased. Interesting. Once again, yeah, it was Sun. It was Sun that gave birth to the Umas, I'm pretty sure. Even though Sun, I guess, counts kind of as an Uma himself. But it makes sense that Heat would try to please the Almighty, which is the Sun. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there, Tatsuka. I see what you're doing there. Why is it changing? Why are you changing it? You need to stop changing my world. And you can already start to see the effects radiating out of her. It is Unchange, especially, I'd say, is one of the more dangerous powers that a negator can just have access to. Especially in a case like this, where you don't know how to control it at first. It's gotta be devious, gotta be monstrous. Mr. Nico, that's our girl, the one in the beret. Roger. Psychopod Square. Still very impressed. I know FUUKO gave him all the money, which I love. I'm trying to do a thing where, like, if I miss a live reaction chapter, I just don't. It's just, I'll read it, but you'll never see me react to it. Not as sad. But with that being the case, I did read the previous chapter, and I love how FUUKO, through knowing everything that's going to happen, just made crazy investments in time and got mad money for Nico. I like it. Psychopod Square. Cube. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. That's fancy. Cube. Unchange. What? An invisible barrier? Let me out. What is this thing? Ah, okay. So yeah, isolate the air inside and outside the pods. Now Unchange won't spread. Out the bottom unclosed, just like you told me to. Perfect. All right. Because you can breathe. A user of Unchange won't solidify the space under their feet for movement purposes. The opening also serves as an air hole. That's good. That's good. Now those 40,000 lives are safe for the time being. They're lucky that they knew that. Or that's an instinctive thing. Because, like, hypothetically, she could have just offed. Well, then again, nah, it wouldn't. Because, ironically enough, despite all the negators, I mean, FUUKO can cause damage to herself accidentally, I'm pretty sure. But, like, with that being the case, most of the negators naturally don't actually inhibit themselves. They only inhibit others, which is another cruel twist of fate for them, I'd say. Now the 40,000 lives are safe for the time being. I'm waiting for this day for so long. This is my chance to prevent Machina's tragedy. You know my name by snuffing out its source, Heat. Today's the day I get to kick your butt and add Machina to the team. And, like, it really makes me wonder how Juiz stayed any fraction of sane, right? Because I believe FUUKO had to live up from the 1800s. I'm pretty sure. That's what she said. Juiz had to do that 99 times or 98 times. Is this the 100th loop? I forget if this is the 100th loop or the 99th loop. But regardless, at least over 90 times. 90 times 200. Do some quick maths. I would have gone insane. I would have gone insane. I don't even blame Victor and Andy. Like, bro, that would suck. And they're constantly out there in space dying and undying. So, it's gotta be awful. With that being the case, why do you know my name? You're gonna try and take the thing down on your own? Let us help. No, Mr. Nico, you two... Mr. Nico, you two help the civilians. I read citizens in my head, but I try to say civilians. Civilians activate. Activate? Activate their negator abilities. Nah, leave this guy to me. I haven't lived 190 years. That's That's quick. Why does she have a Splagacker on her though? And why is it like an old fashioned Splagacker too? It's not even a modern Splagacker. She got the old fashioned toolie on her. Why? Is this another like Uma thing? Like what is this? It didn't even do anything. The heat is melting the bullet before it can reach him. In that case, G-Lighter. I'll use this heat-resistant robe to get in close. Ah! That's neat. Because the pen ended up activating what's his name's ability. The author's ability. But now that the pen didn't have the time to activate that, she can use it as a substitute Uma tool to create anything she needs. That's nice. That's convenient. That's another perk of prep time. 200 years worth of prep time. That's a perk right there. In point blank range. You're a negator. Yeah. And if I am, then what? What are you FUUKO that voice? And if I am, yes, I am a negator. But no. Who is she? I don't recognize her, but she seems to know me. Whoever that girl is, she's putting up a fight. Especially considering that heat-resistant cloak does not cover all of her body. Well, again, I guess it's just magic. Negator magic, whatever. FUUKO Unluck Izumo. An external targeting compulsory activation type. Imbues misfortune of unluck into any target she touches with her bare skin. Yeah, right? The size and scale of this unluck is proportionate to her affection towards the target. As such, it's powerless against a target she isn't fond of. That aspect has always been problematic weakness for FUUKO, which is why she spent the first 100 years following... Oh, okay. It's a little funky looking because I made it, but it's one of my favorites. Bad Bullet 44. Ah, okay. So that's why she uses a Splagaki. Ah, okay. And I guess, yeah, the reason it's an old-fashioned Splagaki is probably easier to work with those instead of, like, individually going through a more modern Splagaki and one by one grabbing each bullet, trying to imbue it with Unluck. Like, okay. I like the workaround, though. I like the workaround. That's smart. That's sneaky right there. I like that. Bad Bullet 44. Since there are negators who can imbue both objects and people with their abilities, she figured that perhaps her ability wasn't solely limited to human targets as well. So over the course of the past 170 years, FUUKO, we're pulling out Ichigo, has learned to imbue Unluck into tools and objects. That's crazy. Snap. She doesn't, I mean, preferably she would like to have Andy. I think Andy still allows for infinite more options with Unluck. But still, that's a pretty beefy amp. That's a pretty beefy amp, because that's the thing. That was a massive weakness where she would have to get not only like you, but have to get in physical contact with you. With the kind of people she was consistently going up against, that was just endlessly dangerous to do. Here it comes, my Unluck. Oh, she riding the Nimbus. Oh, she's riding the Nimbus. Man, I miss Shen. But let's see. What did you just unlock? What is she talking about? Miss Gina, we've got to go. On the flying Nimbus. Man, I would love to have the Nimbus. I don't know why. I think it's just specifically, maybe not this Nimbus. Shen's Nimbus didn't do too much. Give me Mori Jin's Nimbus. The flying sparrow called Genduin. Give that to me. Then again, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I would like to have certain tools. Like, I would love to have UI. The power pole, essentially. But what am I doing with that? One, it's too heavy, so I couldn't even wield it, most likely. And two, like, I'm not going to extend myself to the moon to put rabbits on there or something like that. Like, I'm not going to do a Kid Goku stuff. I think it'd just be cool to have. Like, if anything, I kind of understand characters like the Collector and Gilgamesh and stuff like that, because, like, why do you have that weapon? I want it. Are you going to use it? Probably not. Unless the weapon directly gives me powers or something like that. No, it's very unlikely for me to use it. I just want it. It's like if I had a Keyblade, I wouldn't carry my keys anywhere anymore. I'd summon that bad boy on command. But, like, see, the Keyblade has general utility, and I could also transform that bad boy. So okay, so maybe I need to keep. I'm sorry, I got completely sidetracked. It's great to see you. Are you saying last 170 years? I think you have the wrong person. Wait, just how old are you? No, I've got the right person. You're just as cute as the day I met you at Lake Baikal. You haven't... because her whole obsession was staying cute and looking... Man, Undead Unluck. at least story-wise, I'd say in terms of modern shonen, it's probably in my top 5. And I mean modern shonen Jump specifically, because all shonen I've read, I don't think it is. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to reflect on that. But I may have overtaken you in age, but my desire has remained the same all this time. Yep. Nice meaty flashback. My desire is to ask you this: will you be friends with me, Miss Gina? Jeez. She drop a laser on that man? How'd that even happen? Huh? I mean, yeah, sure. Oh, she's the Fang. Look at how happy FUUKO is. I'm gonna have to draw this, FUUKO. Yeah, that's official. What is this thing? Could you let me out? That's your ability, Unchange. Unchange? 0 fatalities. We did it. How? How did you evacuate all the citizens that quickly? Jeez. That's like a massive area of effect damage. Oh, 0 fatalities, not 0 casualties. Somebody got hurt. I know somebody at least has some broken bones. Yeah, I've heard stories about it, but man, it's unreal. Actually, no, it's Unluck. I'm sorry. This is a stroke of Unluck, huh? What? That isn't a meteorite. Someone's there? Ah. Seems all is right to tell this apparition. Today is the day we do battle, FUUKO Izumo. Maybe I went a little overboard on using my favorites. Interesting. So Shen's master has come back, and he's also give me that weapon because he's essentially wielding the powerful. So give me that. Interesting. Is he was alive at this time period, though? It does make sense. It makes sense that he would show up and show around. He always did seek the strongest. So if he heard about 100, 200, nearly 200-year-old woman with the ability to do stuff like this, yeah, of course she'd want to fight, or he'd want to fight. I don't blame him. Like, that's another thing where. If I'm not, because the thing is, I always try to think like, I'm better than that. I would never just resort to fighting for the sake of fighting. But like, if I'm a fighter, it's what I would want to do. like I record for the sake of recording. I like doing it, and thusly I record. It is simply a part of my nature. So if I was a warrior, I would like to do the warrioring, as it would be part of my nature. So I can't really knock his hustle, you know? But what hustle I can knock is the fact that the chapter is indeed... I'm trying not to slash apart my room. The chapter is indeed worthy. But let's talk about why. So the main reason I say this chapter is worthy is because it does, number one, it gives this Miss Gina a new negator that we know the effects of, know the abilities of. We have stopped their tragedy. Great. Gives FUUKO an amp she's had, apparently, for the past, like, 90 or 70 years or something like that. But it reveals an amp for us, for FUUKO. She can now imbue Unluck into other targets. The utility of that, how it can be used, crazy. Love it. Interesting. We get to see the use of Nico's abilities, and now that we know he's fully 100% caught up to maybe not the same utility or ability as his previous timeline self, but at least he has the same resources and tools, which means he's 100% as useful as he was before, except now he's not just jaded and going to want to annihilate FUUKO. With that being the case, we also get the introduction of Shen's master again, and I always like to see him fight because he's just cool. Chapter's worthy. What else do you want from me? I'm sorry. It's good. It's good. It's Undead Unluck. It is one of... I can't tell you exactly when I'd say Undead Unluck just became consistent. Like, I know week by week I'm just going to enjoy it. Like, no matter what, whether it's major plot or minor plot, it's just undeniably consistent. Undead Unluck is really just like that. So, thank you so much for watching. Please, tell me if you agree with my thoughts in the comments section down below. And thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is that guy with a pencil. Oh no, please do not destroy my writing off.